Yo, Nemi gang, what is up? I know, it's been a while since my last video, 10 days to be exact. A lot of stuff has been going on in my personal life, so first things first, I apologize, but hey, it's a new month, it's the first of the month. Happy new month, and we're back with this content grind. Now, a lot has been going on over these past 10 days. I've been away. So much mere information, just so much Tekken stuff happening, and so I thought I'll just talk about what's been going on. Basically, first things first, let's talk about MIA. So MIA is said to release in the next couple of hours, actually sometime tomorrow. As of right now, of the making of this video, it's like 4 p.m. right? So later, I think it's like 2 a.m. my time is when this character releases. Now, you guys know, bro, I don't give a damn about Mia. So for me, this is an absolute skip for a character. I'm sorry, Mia mains, Gunnar mains, but this character is just not it for me. However, there are some aspects I love about the character, mostly the Ogre relation and this new Ogre who looks sick AF, by the way. So let's talk about that. So we had a dev interview, a dev talk, basically, that gave us a summarized look at upcoming Miyazo. Is it MIARY or MIARYZO, however you pronounce her name? We go to parts. Now, first things first, I want to applaud Bandai Namco, Harada-san, and the Tekken team for taking the criticism on the Tekken talk into consideration. Like, these guys are now just doing like summarized dev talks. I think we saw the same thing for Armor King as well. Because let's be honest, boys, those Tekken talks were absolute ass cheeks. It was like what, 3-4 hours of them shoving make merch in our faces. So shout out to them for taking the criticism and actually just getting rid of, Tekken talks in general and focusing more on these shorter summarized versions of the Tekken talk, which I absolutely love. So W Bandai Namco for that. Speaking of Mia, they spoke a lot about this character. So let's first talk about their inspiration of adding an African character. Like, dude, like, this is insane. I had no idea they actually traveled all the way to my land, bro. They traveled to Africa, Madagascar, and actually explored the country, found out more about the culture, the animals, all that jazz. That's amazing from Bandai Namco. Like, the effort they put in when it comes to like designing new characters, guys, you can't take this away from them. Like, this is actually massive. So they got a lot of inspiration from the Malagai culture. I believe that's what they call the Madagascar people, the Malagai, and a lot of them seem to be happy about this character in general. Now, for me, you know me, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to talk shit about the character just because I don't love the character. I give them their flowers for actually doing mad research, but let's be honest, this character is very mid, boys. Like, in terms of design, it's something we've already seen before. Like, it's not a design that blows your mind away. Just a simple cutesy character. That's all that she is. So whilst I do applaud them for doing the research and all that, like, at the end of the day, the end product is what matters. And at least from my point of view, this design is not even top 10 in Tekken. Like, let's be honest, it's far from that. But hey, for those that love the character, I won't take this away from you. I hope it makes you guys happy. So shout out Bandai Namco again for finally adding an African country. Now, Zafina, disclaimer, Zafina is African. Egypt is in Africa, but depending on who you ask, Egypt is not seen as an African country. Okay, but like, geographically speaking, Egypt is in Africa. Zafina is Egyptian, so Zafina is African. So even, I think Arada even said he did not have an African country, sorry, an African character in this game this whole time. And I was like, I mean, Zafina is right there. She's right there. So I think they don't see Egypt as an African country either. But either way, shout out Namco for finally adding Mia, who hails from the eastern side of Africa. Now, what I absolutely love about Mia is her version of True Ogre. Oh my days, bro. This Ogre is so fucking sick. Now, remember, guys, I was worried like this Ogre would be like some unicorn ass monster, bro, but like, holy shit, One might argue that this Ogre design is actually better than the Tekken 3 version of True Ogre. Like, let's be honest, this design looks sick. I love the fact that they've kept the essence of the original Ogre. They've kept the design, basically snake arms, the wings, all that, the tail. They've kept all the basics, but like have just done their own different version, or at least an African version of Ogre. One horn instead of two, like the pale white. Holy shit, it looks so freaking sick. It looks so sick. So another W from Bandai Namco. So this isn't your typical Ogre, like the Ogre we all know and love, the True Ogre. So apparently this is a good version of True Ogre. It's actually like a god that's worshipped by the Malagai in the Tekken lore, like real life. So they worship this Ogre. It's like a protector or something like that, which is actually cool. At the end of the day, they did say there are multiple Ogres asleep in different continents or different countries. The True Ogre we know from T3 is from Mexico. This one is from Madagascar, as we know. So there are a ton of other Ogres all asleep. So having a good version of Ogre, I'm actually not against it. And I actually think it fits very well as a monster that would be sealed in a character like Mia. Because Mia is cutesy, she's fun, all that kind of jazz. So it makes sense that even the beast should have sealed in her, or the Ogre should have sealed in her. Kind of reflects her personality in some sense. I do not like the vessel, I do not like Mia, but I do love this version of True Ogre. And come season 3, Namco, please, Harada-san, please, Murray, your boy is on your knees, or my knees, right? Pause. Let this be an actual season 3 character, boys. Like, this Ogre looks sick. This design is amazing. This has to be a season 3 DLC playable character. I'm just curious to see what they'll do with the Ogre version, because this is True Ogre. This is the beast. Will it have a True Ogre? Will it have an Ogre version, like the green guy with the shield? Are we going to see a pale white version of that, or is it simply just a True Ogre that's white, right? Those are questions that need answers. But this guy as a DLC character, sheesh, bro, he would be so sick in this game. Oh, so we're missing boss characters on this roster. We're missing boss characters, huge ass beasts, so to speak. We're missing that part of your typical average fighting game roster. Tekken 8 does not have that outside of who? Like no one, bro. Maybe Kazuya has that aura, but like a beast, we're missing one. And Ogre, in my opinion, would fit that role perfectly, boys. We need him as a playable character in season 3. So hey, another W from Bandai Namco in terms of character design. This new version of Ogre is insane, and I hope I would see the character in season 3. In terms of balance and strength of Mia, now it's too early to tell. We did see the breakdown by IGN. They always have these character breakdowns whenever a character is released, and at first glance she looks okay. She looks quote unquote balanced. Of course, this is first impressions without actually playing the character. They kept on emphasizing on how linear she is, you know, so it does look good. And boys, I'm gonna be honest with you, it seems to be 3 for 3 with Bandai Namco in terms of character balance, right? Alpha Kumram is well balanced, Ara King is well balanced, and Mia actually looks good as well at first glance. So this is the reason why a certain part of me still has hope in terms of balance for season 3 coming next year, right? TWT, I'll talk about that later. But I know we've been here so many times, they've broken our hearts so many times, broken so many promises. But like, this is a new balance team, boys, and they've been 3 for 3 so far. So it gives me a tiny speck of hope that maybe they will come through in season 3 and at least, the bare minimum, at least tackle the biggest issues with this game, which is the hit mechanic. So yeah, there is hope. She does look strong. She does like that low tail swipe. She seems to have a strong home move from her staff. That's a hit engager. I just don't really care for this character, honestly, boys, but at first glance she does look like a well balanced character, so to speak, in general. So in terms of Mia, that's what we have. She should be out in a few hours from now. So maybe I'll try her out. We'll see. I'll have a look through her move list and just see what she's about. But I don't see myself playing this character. Outside of just Mia, a lot of stuff has been going on. Twitter, of course, has been all over the place. We had this issue of Harada allegedly trying to copy Capcom into making Tekken 8, the TWT Finals, a pay-per-view event. Basically, you're going to have to pay to watch a stream for Tekken if you want to watch a tournament. This is what's happening with Street Fighter Capcom Cup, I believe. So I think some article posted saying Harada was interested at the idea of making Tekken 8 pay-per-view event, and yeah, Harada actually corrected himself and said, nope, this is not true. I did not say nothing about this shit. So this is all false accusations. And of course, I don't like starting drama. You know me, I mind my own business, but Moonsault Slayer made a video on that like super fast and said Harada is interested, and it just blew up. And of course, like this happens so many times, of course, the guy makes content just like that about anything. So it kind of blew up, and Harada was upset, saying people are just spreading rumors about me. I did not say stuff like this. So that was corrected. Thankfully, that will not be the case for Tekken. Now, this whole pay-per-view event thing, I don't know how big SF6 is in Japan. I've heard people say it's really, really big. So maybe they've crunched the numbers and tried to make a quick buck from this. But honestly, I don't think it's a good idea. I've never really seen fighting games as an esport. I think it's still a niche, right? We still have ways to go until fighting games are looked at as a proper esport. You cannot compare fighting games to games like Dota or Counter-Strike. Like those are huge, bro, pulling more numbers than the Super Bowl, by the way. So we are far from being esports, boy, legit esports. I don't think pay-per-view events are a good idea for fighting games. Hey, like I said, maybe they've crunched the numbers and they can make something out of it, which sucks if you're Japanese, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Recently had the Tiger Uppercut tournament, and it brought up discussion again of whether Pakistan is the greatest Tekken 8 or Tekken region of all time. At this point, I don't know why this is still a discussion. These guys have proved time and time again that they are the strongest region. Literally, Arslan is a 6-time Evo champion. Like, nothing tops that. Ni might be the best in terms of legacy. Like, he inspired basically, like, he's the father of Tekken, okay? Inspired like 90% of people to start playing Tekken competitively, right? Him is the father. But if we're talking about the greatest of all time at achievement and winning, Arslan is there, and he's backed up by a bunch of OPAF Pakistan players, but like that region is insane. So this shouldn't be a debate. Pakistan is freaking strong. So Newman CH actually won this tournament again, proving that every single character is viable in this game. He won with my boy Steve Fahk. Let's fucking go, which was nice to see. Of course, Newman has been winning since season 1. People just used to make the excuse that, okay, he's only winning Pakistan tournament. He's not doing it globally. I'm like, bro, he's doing it in the strongest region in the game. So that just means automatically he's going to do it at the highest of levels globally as well. And here we are. Dude, he cooked everyone. Like, yes, the bracket was reset, but like prior to that, he was just cooking everyone is Steve, making every single character in this game is viable. Remember that, guys. So please, Steve Mains, stop the complaints, okay? Every character is super fucking strong in this game. Defense is very, very hard, and Newman Sage has proved that again. Every character is viable. Which leaves us with the TWT Finals. Finally, we're here, boys. The end of the year. We finally get to see if we're getting a Season 3 come next year. Now, I think we will. Hopefully, we do get an update on the unit sword as well. I think this would ease tension amongst a lot of Tekken players. We want to know how good this game is doing, and we need that announcement. So, TWT Finals coming soon. Probably get the Season 3 announcement, which I'm mostly hyped about. I'm not so much looking forward to Mia as I am the balance update for Season 3. We need that update, boys. We need that balance. So something to look forward to. Anyway, boys, how do you feel about Mia now that we have some actual gameplay? We've seen her strengths and weaknesses. How do you feel about this character? Do you think the balance team has nailed her again? Pause. Or do you think she's OP or underwhelming from the first glance of what we've seen so far from this character? Talk to your boy as usual. It's awesome interacting with you. Always. It's been 10 days, boys. I miss y'all. Talk to your boy. How do you feel about Mia so far? The comment section is yours. Thank you so much as usual for taking time to watch this video. If you made this far, please don't forget to that like button, subscribe if you're new, and as usual, boys, may the friend be ever in your favor. GG.